Alright, good afternoon everybody. Today I'm going to be pulling out the car out of the garage today. I can't really have it on for too long because we have a stuck float in there, in the carburetor. So it can only be on for like, I don't know, a minute or two at a time. Because once it's on longer, you know, it starts to overflow and then gas starts to just leak everywhere. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be pulling out the car. I have the car on the charger right now because I haven't started this baby in 3 weeks or so. And then the story with the carburetor, I am going to be rebuilding it in about a week or two. So I'll be doing a video about that. Anything else? I don't think so. So let's start. Alright, so I don't think so if there's anything else I need to tell you. So let's get the car started, pulled out, and then I can show you everything. Alright guys, moment of truth. Alright you guys, this is the 1949 Ford Custom. It's a sedan. Wow, I cannot see, the sun is glaring. Oh, that's better. This car does have an inline-6 engine in it, inline-6 flathead, all original. Flathead's cubic inch is 226 cubic inches. Not a fast car, definitely not a fast car, but just a cruiser. It's gonna be a tight fit over here. It's better. Some interesting styling cues about this car. This was the first year for this type of design for the car, kind of integrated fender into the car. You see on the 48, it's more of the old 32 style, like roadsters and whatnot, where the fenders are more prominent and stuck out there, but on this one they're more like a modern vehicle. Also, other styling cues, the bullet point grill in there. It's very, very interesting. Let's see if we can get it up close on that 6 in there. See that? Yep. So yeah, this is the first year for this body style. It's a very, very epic and neat body style. New chassis, pretty much new everything, except the only thing that stayed the same was the engine. The typical flathead V8 or flathead inline-6 like what I have. And then more things about the new chassis. What the engine, or whatever, or what happened to the engine is they moved it up. So they moved it forward, so you can move the seats and everything forward, and which meant more legroom in the front and back of the car. And plus, with this one, instead of riding on top of this, on top of the wheel well, like what you did in the 48 and before, you rode in front of the wheel, as you can see here, seat and then the wheel. And of course on this car, your doors are pretty janky. I mean, at least they close in and whatnot. They don't lock, I don't think. So now here is the 1949 Ford trunk. It has a more rustic style trunk handle on there. That does not lock. It doesn't. On this car it doesn't. Quick little tour in there. So you have your spare wheel here. So now if some of you are wondering how you can tell between the 1949 and the 1950 and 51, pretty much all you have to do is just look at the aesthetics of the car. The one thing that you can majorly tell that from a 49 to 50 is by looking at the bumper here. Not really the bumper, but more the grille where the parking lamps are. And this one here, they're just more stuck out on the car. But then what they did in 1950 was they had this whole huge chrome bit here that just wrapped around on either side. Chrome bit that just wrapped around like that. And a more sleeker and more sleeker hood ornament. Sorry about the wind. Then also the door handles were different. I do believe were different. They weren't like these. And plus these were different too. Your trunk hinges. They had this little jacket that wrapped all the way back here, and your hinge was actually back here instead of right here. And also another thing was the trunk handle. Instead of having this very rustic looking trunk handle, what they actually did was they actually made it like kind of more of like a mounted type of, I really don't know how to explain it, but it was very more sleeker than this. Much more sleeker than that. So yeah, some other things about this car, that the tailpipes in the back, those ones there, the previous owner for this, they put in glass packs, and these sound amazing. So let's pop the hood really quick. Now in here I do have an inline 6 flathead engine, 1949. There it is. When it was brand new, got about 90 to 95 horsepower. Not sure what the top speed was. Should probably look that up. That'd be pretty interesting. Carburetor, I do. So we'll take a trip into the interior. It's gonna be very, very hot in here. Oh God. It's not that hot, really, surprisingly. So yeah, this does have a 3-speed transmission in it. You got your first, second, third, and then obviously reverse. And something interesting on this here, this has a floor-mounted brake pedal and clutch. So everything on here is floor-mounted, and it feels very odd when first driving it. But it's pretty interesting. It drives okay though. It drives okay. Just the overall car. Got your standard clock. I'm not too sure if this car did come with a radio. Not too sure about that. But yeah, this car is it's all original from what I've found out. It's all original. It's got original glass in it. I can show you. It's got the Ford safety glass script in there. Look at that. This camera picks it up pretty well. Has this on all all the windows.